The opening ceremonies for the 2008 Olympics in Beijing were an opportunity for China to show to the world that they were not only able to host an event of the stature of a World Olympics, but they were also wanting to show that they could at least rival or surpass what had ever been achieved at an opening ceremonies before. So this was the most technologically sophisticated opening ceremonies that's ever been held. There were 17,000 performers, 93,000 spectators, as well as approximately a billion people watching live on TV. I actually had the honor of being present for the rehearsals for the opening ceremonies, and it was an incredible experience getting to see 93,000 audience members hearing the amazing sound quality coming from the field of play and watching 17,000 performers all act and perform in a synchronous event that was unparalleled and unrivaled of anything I've ever seen before. Matrix 3 was the audio source for all the sound that was heard during the Olympic opening ceremonies. We provided the feeds for the live audience that was present. We provided the VIP seating. We also provided the broadcast feeds for the 5.1 surround broadcast in high definition. The sound sources all came from the Wildtrax hard drives. The entire system was fully redundant. We had a complete backup system because, of course, this is the Olympics opening ceremonies. Looking at what was put together for these opening ceremonies from a technological perspective, there was not only an incredibly sophisticated sound system, but there was projection video, unrivaled amount of projection video, lighting, there was pyrotechnics. Of course, this is China, so the pyrotechnics in China are some of the best in the world. There was motion control, full show automation. There was live broadcast feeds. It's the first Olympics that have been broadcast in high definition with high quality audio. So there was many different departments to synchronize and coordinate. The sound designer for the Olympics chose to work with Meyer Sound because he needed a system that not only delivered something with uncompromised quality of audio, but also uncompromised reliability. They were also looking for a system that provided completely flexible, creative elements that allowed them to do things that had never been done at an Olympic opening ceremony before. So they chose to use Meyer Sound loudspeakers for the main field of play, which covered all the VIP seats, the government dignitaries and officials, as well as the main seating area for the most of the audience. They used Matrix 3s as the primary sound source. There was Wildtrax provided all of the audio content for the Olympic opening ceremonies. They had time code that was driven from the Matrix 3s, coordinated all of the elements that were used, including lighting, pyrotechniques, automation. So the Matrix 3s and Wildtrax were delivering basically not only the audio show control, but all of the audio content and special effects used to move the sound within the auditorium. The Matrix 3s fed their audio into the Galileo processors for the loudspeaker tuning. They were then sent through a fiber optic system to the Milos in the field of play. So the same system that was used for the opening ceremonies of the Olympics was also used for the closing ceremonies, as well as the opening and closing ceremonies of the Paralympic Games. I don't think there's ever been an event in history where there's been so many people watching and listening to a live performance as at the Beijing opening ceremonies for the Olympics, because there was more than 1 billion people watching and broadcast. There was 93,000 people in the stadium. This absolutely demands the most reliable system that's available.